It's the Caleb Lee MTGO Show.
Yeah, I think Counterspell and Grief are the two, like, early picks here. You could take a Fetch or the Deathrite. I think I'm gonna Grief. Yeah. Tamiyo versus Duress here. Tamiyo's a stronger pick, but like Duress lets us help cut black. Not necessarily playing blue right now with the Grief start, right? Taking the Tamiyo and wheeling Show and Tell would be interesting. Yeah, I don't know. That's a hard pick, I think. I'm going to take the Tamiyo. Ooh, hello, Archon. Yeah, I was going to say, like, this early in the draft, it's too early to, like, commit to Grief. And then Duress isn't, like, that good of a pick to take it over something like Tamiyo, I didn't think. But we're certainly doing this, huh? We're certainly doing this. Gonna do this fucking start. Yeah, as far as rice and beans go, I've been getting those, like, $2 pre-seasoned packs that make like 2 or 3 meals worth of rice and beans. Would be saving a lot more money if I bought them in bulk, but it is kind of convenient to have them pre-portioned and pre-seasoned. I just throw a bunch of cheddar cheese and hot sauce in. Yeah, Bitter Triumph being able to be a discard outlet seems reasonable. Ooh, a Sheoldred. There's a Water Grave there. I think Sheoldred is better than Tamiyo, so like, why would I take the Water Grave to support the Tamiyo? But we were not even necessarily blue, right? It would be nice, though. I'm gonna grab the Sheoldred. I just think Sheoldred wins more games than Tamiyo. It's hard to judge because Tamiyo does so much for 1 mana. I don't hate the Snapcaster. This is also a Blood Chief's Thirst if you just want to take a removal spell. Life Death, perfect. October, we are into October. You think we should draft some Vintage Cube today? We could do that. We could do that. What if we also tried to raise some money for charity on the side and just did both? Oh shit, what up? Hey, Chuckles JS, thanks for the sub, thanks for the 2 months. Does anybody know if Reed or BK have gotten any more trophies? It says last updated Friday. Are people streaming today? Streaming on Twitch, huh? Well, there's an idea. There's an idea. Yeah, Deathrite can be good. I'm gonna grab this Soul Guide Lantern. Have a little something for the mirror. Maybe I should be variety streaming today. Give them a chance to catch up. Run up the score, Caleb. Run it up. Yeah, now that I'm here, I'm not sure if I should have grabbed the Tamiyo or the Duress. Now that we're basically a mono black deck. I mean, the Archon's showing up. I like the Exile Clause on Baleful Mastery. It saved me a few times. And the losing 2 life on the other removal spell can be rough if you're using like Reanimate and Life Death to reanimate your thing. Plus, letting the opponent draw a card can actually be a good thing with Sheoldred. Sometimes that drags you over the finish line. I hope that late Water Grave didn't put someone in a blue-black. It might have. Mana Crypt. A lot of sick shit here, huh? Currency Converter, Faithless Looting. We're just gonna take the Crypt. Just like casting a Grief for a Sheoldred on turn 2. It's pretty zesty. Pretty real. Oh yeah, plenty of those around JRC. You just don't hear about them. Hippie-esque communes. Ooh. So there's a Saga gets more interesting with this Mana Crypt, but not quite interesting enough to draft here. We're going to take the Bowmaster. The Time Twister would be real zesty with like the Sheoldred that we already have, but I think we want the Bowmaster. Neither are Wheeling, of course. So now that we have Bowmaster and Sheoldred, like there's things that you could draft here, right? You could take Chrome Mox to fit what you've already have going on. You could take Toxic Deluge if you want to be more controlling. I think if you have Bowmasters and Sheoldred, that Wheel of Fortune should look real interesting, though. And we're not committed to blue just because we have a single Tameo. Bummer passing the Chrome Mox, but this is good. This is good stuff. Reanimate, perfect. Now I'm kind of glad I didn't invest a lot of picks into blue. It made me feel much more laid back about like ditching it, right? And going into red when the opportunity presented itself. A little Vista action here. Help me find that red source for the wheel, maybe. Your friends have had much discussion of starting a commune. They could be sweet. It's the vibes have to matter a lot, right? You need to have like a good structure where like everyone's pulling their weight in their own way, where like resentment isn't fostering. And that seems really hard. But humans are meant to be communal, right? Like, we used to live much more interconnected, like whole communities raising kids instead of just like two people isolated. And there's certainly something appealing about that, right? This is a sick-ass fucking start. A sick-ass start. Yeah. I'm very excited about this Wheel of Fortune splash. Whenever you discard a card, put a 1/1 counter on it. Wait, is that sick with Wheel of Fortune? Just fucking, like, bin 5 cards. Shoop. Oh, the Looting Wheel! That's so good. That's so good for me. I wonder if the red-black Surveil land might come back. How sick would that shit be? I mean, that sounds sick combos. That does sound like a sick combo. Growing your own greens is very rewarding in my experience. I did a lot of driving today because that pre-modern tournament I was playing in was on the other side of town, so it was like a half hour away. So I did like an hour of driving, which is a lot for me. Like, I just got my license a couple months ago. Anyway, the reason I bring that up is this song was just like in my head the whole fucking time. Really happy about that Faithless Looting Wheeling. Driving is easy. Yeah, it's starting to get more natural. There was only one experience with Psychos. There was a truck that came onto the highway and then like immediately swerved over like 2 lanes over into my lane. And then slowed down. So it zoomed, swerved over 2 lanes, slowed down, so then I had to slow down, right? And then it sped up and then cut in front of another car. So it went over 2 lanes, slowed down in front of me, sped up, went in front of another car, slowed down again, so they had to slow down. It was very erratic. And it also, like, defeated the purpose of them zooming over multiple lanes, because then they just, like, went back over a lane anyway. Very odd stuff. Alright, we're gonna take this here Mox Jet. I hope none of y'all have objections. Those fucking Mox Jet, huh? That's pretty good. That's pretty good. The Grizzle Brand would be hot. Mox Jet is hotter. Hell yeah. Gotta deliver those knickknacks on time, I guess. How does Shallow Grave work nowadays with graveyard reordering? You can't reorder your graveyard in formats where the graveyard order matters. So it'll never matter in Modern. You can reorder your graveyard in Modern. In Legacy, you can't. It's just got to stay the same order. And Vintage Cube, you can't reorder. Let's get that fucking Recurring Nightmare in here. Although the Memory Jar is, like, sick with Bowmasters and Sheoldred. Should I just grab Jar? We're just gonna, like, win that way. Jar is more likely to wheel. Does that matter? Does that matter to me? We have 2 ways to reanimate things so far. Man, they'd both be the fucking tits. Give me the jar. Give me that fucking jar. I need like 8 more playables. We can throw a firebolt in here. Could also Midnight the Lantern. That'd be fine. Probably supposed to grab this here Bone Shards. Archon's a little lonely, huh? In terms of reanimation targets. Could have grabbed that Woodfall Primus. Not that exciting. I mean, just reanimating this Grief and like Sheoldred if it dies seems pretty good to me. I don't think so, Treskies. It's going to be a judge's call whether they want to like give a shit about it. But I don't think players can just like agree to not maintain the board state. That loot tree is mighty tempting, huh? I'm a little light on playables is the thing. I guess I'm not that light. We have 6, so we need like, what, 5 more cards? I think we'll be good. Let's take the loot tree. And then let's throw a Grave Titan in here. Sure, a little Liliana action. Alright. The City of Traders is a little tempting. The Gut's actually kind of tempting. We can power that out pretty quickly. Can I afford the Blackcleave Cliffs? Yeah, we only need like 3 more cards. I think I can do it. I think I can take Cliffs here. Good evening, Caleb. Good evening, Ride or Die. How would you know if your opponent doesn't have any? That doesn't really matter. When it comes to the rules of Magic the Gathering, they don't like make exceptions like if you think this rule won't matter, you like don't have to pay attention to it or whatever. Like players can forget stuff. Kind of like the Carnage Interpreter. Could just take Chain Lightning. What deck did I play in Pre-Modern? Played some Elves. I found out about the Pre-Modern thing, like, literally an hour before it started. So I didn't really have time to, like, brew or put something else together. And I had Elves already put together because I played it at a Misty tournament last month. So I made a couple of tweaks. I added some Goblin Bombardments to the main deck because I lost an Elves Mirror in that tournament. And I thought the idea sounded good. I played like a pile of Sylvan Libraries, which was a fun experiment, but didn't play out as well as I'd hoped. Anyway, the bombardments were really good for me. Well, I suppose I'm playing a Shallow Grave. I don't love it. Or this could just be the DACCOM. Oh, right, the Lutri's not in. So this would be 7 red sources. And 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 black sources. I kind of want to play one more red source, especially because we have that Urborg there. I think that'll be good. Y'all ready to see a slow dredge? What the fuck? This is not what I was expecting. Yeah, I don't know what's going on over there. I'm gonna cut Lantern for Burst Lightning. Might be able to pop a Noble Hierarch in the early game. Did the mulligan? I don't know. I don't know what that was. Hank could use a Mox, huh? Ideally, I'd be able to Faithless Looting post Tavora, or like if I had something I wanted to discard already. So if you're looting there, you're mostly just like looking to set up your land drops. Wait, what'd they put to hand? Oh, the Talisman. Okay. Sure. So we have two lines here, right? We can play the Evora and fire off Faithless Looting, get that Evora trucking along. Or you can just Liliana Edict to your opponent. Probably gonna be doing that one, huh? We have yet to see a non-basic. Oh shit, what up? Hey, Lazian, thanks for the sub, thanks for the 41s there, the big 4-0. Yeah, you got it. Should have kept the Blood Crypt, and then I could Bone Shards the Tamio sacking the Orc here. Oh, they got a thing? Oh, not really. Are they just dead? They might just be fucking dead. Pretty fucked up. Pretty fucked up. Evora is becoming a 7/7 double striker within 2 turns there. This is a sick fucking opening. What the shit is all this, huh? Oh shit. Let's do that. Yeah, I was wondering whether I should play the Overlord or hold up Bowmaster here, right? Because you hold up Bowmaster and then they play this thing instead of the Luminarch, you feel silly. I win! That was a fucked up start, huh? Do this again. That Sheoldred really tied the room together. After we fucking got that mana crypt out of the top, I was like, oh shit. That's a way better turn too. Let's do that shit. Yeah, Sheoldred just kills people so quickly. It's like you have a very small amount of time before you are just dead. Yeah, we've been having some very quick games. Very excited to see this band this year. They're touring with fucking Aether Realm. Block, I block. Bit of this, bit of that. A Knight of the Reliquary. I don't know if anyone's ever beaten one of those before. Yeah. Some fucked up draws on our part. Some real fucked up draws. Do you keep this on 6? You got the fucking... I mean, if you hit it land, you can turn to Reanimate Grief. I'm gonna send it back. Let's go to 5. Yeah, this is much better. And I could fucking pitch cast the Grief here. I think I want to see if I can just, like, hit the land to cast Grief on turn 2. We'll see. Sick. Nice multi 5 on the play. Opponent's like, yep, good game. Let's go to the next. We'll see how game 2 looks. I was surprised they packed it to an Oliphant. Didn't have a Flame Slash. Oh my god, we're facing somebody with diabetes in their name, and we're literally raising money for a diabetes charity. Wild. Yeah, I was kind of thinking his bone shards might kill something. Game hasn't been working out like that. Shooting a mock Saf, sure. So it's time to play Champion, and the next turn Bone Shards into Wheel of Fortune. We know they're holding that Mox Sapphire, though. So let's just, like, make them Bennett, huh? Reset! Oh, man, was Sheoldred gonna be my next draw, or would it have been the 7th draw? That's true, we did dodge a Wasteland. Okie dokie. Well, let's see if this does something. camo pattern boxer briefs. That's hunting wear right there. If you ever go hunting your skivvies, the deer won't see you. You can get closer. I actually don't really know why camo is associated with hunting. Usually you want to wear bright orange so you don't get shot by other hunters. Get this shitter off the board. Get this shitter back on the board. Bright orange vest over top of camo. Well, what is the camo doing in that situation? Those stupid pan flutes. Incredible. Good shit. Excellent shit. That was a brutal fucking trophy. That was holy shit, huh? Up the count! We're up to 7, just like that, baby.